Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Deadshot, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be sort of a half-assed upload, since I wanted to start a new series where I tell stories, and this was the plot. But I took it down by request. But on a second note, there will be an update video talking about where I've been at, along with some other announcements, and after that, I will be posting actual videos. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the video. Peace.
That little mouse, 'cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
What's going on, guys? My name is Deadshot, and I only sometimes watch midget porn. But as I was saying, I'm going to be telling you guys a story today, and this is the story about the time I guess I assaulted someone. Note, I did not assault this person. It was just accusation. But, yeah, let's get into it. So, this was during my year in 6th grade. It was my last year in the school, actually. So, what happened was, I was in art class. I had art class every other day, right? And the way the tables were set up, because that's how it was, there were tables in my art class. So, there were 4 people at each table. Now, the 4 people at my table, of course, were myself, this girl I'm going to call Janine, this girl I'm going to call Amethyst, and this kid I'm going to call Timmy. Now, Timmy is sort of the antagonist of the story, because he's the one that, like, sparks it all, right? So, what happened was, oh yeah, by the way, Keegan2703, another YouTuber, he was also there, because I met him through school, alright? So, basically, Keegan2703 walks over, and he just gives us this ball of clay. It wasn't even, like, it didn't have anything to do with the art project. He was just like, fuck it, I'll give it to them. So, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Janine and Amethyst were passing it back and forth, and then I guess Timmy got his hands on it. He was passing it back and forth with me. I gave it back to him, and I was like, bro, I don't need this. It's not part of the project. So, basically what I do is, I pass it over to him, alright? And what I do is, my arm has been elevated, so I drop the clay, and it drops on his head. Now, this is sort of what sparked the whole thing, because eventually the day ends, he goes home, and he tells his mom, and she calls up Star 69, which is information, or, you know, something like, uses a phone book, you know? And basically, she calls up my grandmother, because my grandmother was one of the names that came up when looking for my family, alright? So she calls and says something about assault, abortion jokes, and how if it happens again, she's going to call the police. Now, she also claims she already talked to the school, and that's when I knew. I was like, I'm probably going to end up talking to someone tomorrow to defend myself, alright? So, what I do is, I go into school the next day, right? And my guidance counselor pulls me out of class. She's like, yo, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, yeah, sure. Because, you know, the code of conduct, you can't say no to a teacher unless it's, like, an honest question. It's if they need your opinion. But, basically, I say yeah. She can pull me aside for a few minutes. And she's telling me, she gives me all this information that I told you guys at the beginning about the whole clay thing, all that crap. So, at first, she's like, you know, do you remember this happening? I'm like, no, not that I recall, because my brain was sort of all fogged up from all the equations that I learned in science class that day. Yeah, math and science. That was terrible. Hated that so much. But, basically, my brain was sort of clogged up with all the information I learned throughout the day, so I couldn't really remember this that well. So, basically, what happens is, she calls in my assistant principal, who we're gonna call Mr. Assistant, alright? Then my history teacher, who was principal of the day, also comes in. We're gonna call him Mr. History, which is actually kind of similar to his name. But, basically, what happens is they talk to me, and I'm telling them what happened from my perspective, and they're basically just trying to point out everything and anything that's wrong with what I'm saying, alright? So, they tell me to write down a few names of people, so I wrote down Janine, Amethyst, and Keegan2703's names, alright? So, home, and my dad tells me, he's like, yo, I talked with the school police officer. I'm like, what did I do now? And I guess this chick did end up calling the school police, but I don't even know. And the cop talked to my dad, and my dad told me. And then what I did was, my first instinct was to text Janine, who I had on this application called Kick. And I'm basically like, yo, did I assault this kid in any way? And she's like, no. And I'm like, could you text Amethyst ask her the same question. And she does, and I still have those screenshots of them both saying no in case the story ever comes up again. And I need it to defend myself, right? So then a bit later on, I realized that anyone and everyone that was on my team was on my side. Sort of like how everyone's all like free Brady, talking about the NFL. But everyone was on my side because everyone hated this kid, which was the funniest part. And he just caused issues with anyone and everyone, right? So after this, everything kind of dialed down within the next few weeks. And I never really heard of the situation again other than another incident I had with my assistant principal. And that might be another story for another day. But yeah, guys, that's really it for the story. The moral of the story is don't do drugs, alright? But yeah, guys, that's really it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Maybe subscribe. I try to upload as often as I can. I've been kind of slacking with it recently. I know everyone wants me to do it. I'm working on getting some clips for a montage, and I'm trying to get some Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay. And Destiny the Taken King just came out, so I'll be getting some gameplay on that too, which is actually what you were seeing. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please remember to hit that like button straight in the face, and hit that subscribe button. Maybe see some more of my content. It will let you know every time I post a video. So yeah, guys, that's really it for this video. My name is Deadshot, and peace out, guys.